Postseason starts this week in Asia. Actually, it already started 2 days ago in Korea. One of the 5 teams has been sent home already, so I'm a little late with this. In Japan, the 6-team NPB postseason starts this Saturday. In Taiwan, the 3-team CPBL postseason starts on Friday. These teams didn't just get lucky, they're good. Better than half their league, anyway. It takes a team full of good players to reach the postseason. One guy can't do it all. But there's always that one player that really stands out, the one everyone looks at and says, if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be here. That's what we're looking at today, the players that got these teams here, and will be the reason they win, or don't win, in the postseason. Let's start in Nippon Professional Baseball in Japan. In Central League, the Hanshin Tigers won the regular season title, easily, 13 games ahead of the second-place team. Was the pitching good? Yes, it was. Shoki Murakami led the league in wins and strikeouts. Hiroto Saiki led the league in ERA. A hitter would have to be really good to overshadow them. And Teruaki Sato is really good. 40 home runs, that's 17 more than his teammate Shota Morishita, who had the second highest home run total in Central League. Sato also led the league with 102 RBI, a 924 OPS, and a 7.0 WAR. In a pitcher's league where 20 home runs is a big deal, he managed to hit 40. As ERA under 2 is becoming a common sight, Sato's offensive numbers look really impressive. That distant second-place team in Central League was the Yokohama DNA Baystars, the defending Japan Series champions. They've got their share of reliable hitters, Shugo Maki among them, but it comes down to 2 starting pitchers. Katsuki Azuma is one. He tied for the league lead with 14 wins and posted a 2.19 ERA. But Anthony Kay has been their most valuable. The 5-year MLB veteran put up a 1.74 ERA, the league's second best. 19 of 24 starts were quality starts. Averaged about 6.5 innings per start, 0.98 whip. Not a big strikeout guy, 130 Ks and 155 innings. But he gets the outs, gives his team a chance to win, and that's what's most important. The last team to earn a postseason spot in Central League, the Baystars' opponent this weekend, is the Yomiuri Giants. Kazuma Okamoto is their best hitter. He was out for most of the year, but he's back now. Out of the hitters who were there all season, Yuta Izaguchi stands out the most. 6.1 WAR, second in Central League, a 300 batter with gold glove defense. But here we're going with a pitcher again. Iori Yamasaki really stepped it up this year. 25 starts, 156 innings, 11 wins, 4 losses, 131 strikeouts, ERA 207, WHIP 102, and a league-leading pitcher's WAR of 3.1. This was really important for the Giants. Their previous ace, Tomiyuki Sugano, left for MLB last offseason. The guy who was supposed to fill his shoes, Shosei Togo, had a very disappointing season. As a result, they slipped from number 1 to number 3 in Central League. But because of Yamasaki, they are still a postseason team. The other NPB league, Pacific League, was topped by the SoftBank Hawks for the second year in a row. Hotaka Yamakawa hit 23 home runs. Taisei Makihara won the batting title. Ukyo Shuto led the league in stolen bases. A good offensive team. But again, a pitcher steals the show. Levan Moanello, a reliever just a few years ago, has not only settled into the starting role, he's dominating in that role. 24 starts, 167 innings, 172 strikeouts, 1.46 ERA, the lowest in all of NPB by a comfortable margin. 0.92 whip, 19 of 24 starts were quality starts. The Hawks have an outstanding rotation, really hard to stand out among those great arms, but Moanello does just that. Not too far behind the Hawks were the Hokkaido Nippon Ham Fighters. Had a tough choice here. At first I would say pitcher Hiromi Ito, 14-8 with a 2.52 ERA and a league-leading 195 strikeouts. But it's hard to deny Franmil Reyes. He led the league in home runs, 32, slugging, 515, OPS, 861, and RBI, 90. Like with Hanshin, I could have easily gone with the pitcher here, but in such an unfriendly league for hitters, having someone who can blast over 30 home runs is the most valuable thing you can have. Oryx Buffalo's got the last spot in the Pacific League postseason, and here we definitely got to go with a pitcher. There are some decent hitters, but it's the pitchers in the spotlight. And there's no doubt Hiroya Miyagi is the choice here. 22 starts, 150 innings, 165 strikeouts, ERA 2.39, WHIP 110, FIP 197, the league's best. WAR 3.9, fourth highest among all NPB pitchers. The Buffaloes will be underdogs in the postseason. If they want to get to the Japan Series, they'll need Miyagi to be his absolute best every time he takes the mound. And if he is at his best, they've got a shot. The KBO postseason started a couple days ago. The NC Dinos won their last 9 games of the regular season to sneak into the playoffs. Then they won their first playoff game over the Samsung Lions. But the Lions won the following day with a one-hit shutout. That, combined with their ghost win, gave them a 2-1 series win, and the Dinos were sent home. But let's talk about the Dinos anyway. The best for the Dinos was first baseman Matthew Davidson. Despite only playing in 112 games, he managed to hit 36 home runs, second most in the KBO. Line was 293, 346, 619. His OPS of 965 would have been top 5 if he had qualified. 97 RBI put him in the top 5, even though he missed over 30 games. Samsung Lions won that series and they now move on. There is no doubt who their MVP was this season. Lewin Diaz in 144 games hit 50 home runs, 158 RBI, 32 doubles, slashed 314, 381, 644 for an OPS of 1025. League leader in home runs, RBI, slugging, and OPS. Definitely the best hitter in the league. He'll be the season MVP for the KBO, unless they decide to give the award to the league's best pitcher, someone you'll hear about in just a little bit. SSG Landers grabbed the 3rd seed, a different kind of playoff team. They were second from the bottom in runs scored, but second from the top in runs allowed. Definitely a pitching team and no standout hitters. Starting pitching ERA ranks 4th in the KBO, about the middle, and bullpen ERA ranks 1st, so it's not being done by a killer rotation. Rather, it's the relievers coming in and keeping the other team from scoring in the late innings. But there is one starting pitcher they can call ace, Andrew Anderson, 30 starts, 171 innings, 245 strikeouts, second most in the KBO, 12 wins, 7 losses, ERA 225, third best in the KBO, and WHIP 100, second in the KBO. It's his second year in Korea. Last year his ERA was all the way up at 389. This year he's leading the rotation, and he'll be pitching in the postseason. Hanwha Eagles are the 2nd seed in the postseason after years of being one of the worst teams in the KBO. We knew this team was going to dig itself out one of these years. Some good hitters and pitchers on this ball club. But the best player is not up for debate. Cody Ponce in his first KBO season made 29 starts through 180 innings, 17 wins and only 1 loss. ERA 189, WHIP 0.94, 252 strikeouts. He led the league in all those categories, set the league record for strikeouts in a season, hands down the best pitcher in the league, has a strong argument for best season ever for a pitcher. The Eagles made themselves a postseason team by developing young talent the last 5 years, but it's Ponce's work on the mound that's given them a realistic shot at winning the Korean Series this year. LG Twins topped the regular season standings, earning themselves a ticket straight to the Korean Series. A well-balanced team, hard to find a weakness with them. Highest scoring team in the KBO, 3rd lowest in runs allowed. Starting pitcher ERA ranks 2nd, bullpen ERA ranks 3rd. Not dominated by 1 or 2 players, just a lot of really good players all together on one team. Austin Dean is the leader at the plate, 116 games, 31 home runs, slash 313, 393, 595, OPS 988. Top 5 in OPS, home runs, and slugging. Not irreplaceable, but a big reason for the Twins' success this year. It's his 3rd year with the Twins, and his production's been consistent ever since he arrived. In Taiwan, 3 of the 6 teams qualified for the postseason. The defending champion CTBC Brothers, with the best overall record, earned a trip directly to the Taiwan Series, and they'll be waiting for their Taiwan Series opponent with their ace on the mound for Game 1. Nivaldo Rodriguez started 25 games for the Brothers, 156 innings, win-loss record of 11-7, ERA a league-leading 184, WHIP 104, 142 strikeouts, good for 2nd in the league. He'll probably be throwing in Game 1 on plenty of rest, then we'll get one more start in the Taiwan Series if necessary, making the Brothers a hard team to beat. Uni Lions are the number 2 seed, playing at home in the best-of-3 playoff series. This is a tough one. Starting pitcher Felix Peña posted a 191 ERA, just 0.07 of a point behind the league leader. 10 wins, 3 losses, the kind of pitcher every team wants. But I'm going to say the team's best hitter is the best overall player. Outfielder Anku Lin hit 23 home runs, just 2 behind the league leader, and the most of anyone playing in the postseason. That was after playing in only 90 games. He certainly would have led the league if he was there all season. A 1,000 OPS to lead all hitters. His line was 318, 397, 603. Second in on-base percentage, first in slugging, second in batting, third in RBI. So close to a triple crown despite missing 30 games. He wasn't there all season, but he's there now, and the Lions are glad for that. One more team, and that is the Rakuten Monkeys. Didn't win either half-season title, but had the third best overall record, so they grabbed the last spot. They'll meet the Uni Lions in this week's best-of-3 playoff series. If I were to choose a best hitter, I'd say Chen Wei Chen, a 307 batter who is second in the CPBL in stolen bases with 27. But the most valuable monkey is a pitcher. Pedro Fernandez, in his third year as a Monkey, threw 170 innings in 26 starts. That was the most innings thrown in the CPBL. Led the league with 168 strikeouts. Also led the league in wins with 15, and only 2 losses. Second in whip at 0.91, ERA fourth at 2.01, at or near the top in every major pitching category. And that's it, the top player from every postseason team in the 3 major professional baseball leagues of East Asia. Now it's time to sit back and see if they can do in the postseason what they did in the regular season. Who do you think will be the best in the postseason? And who do you think each league's overall MVP is? Anyway, that's all for this one. Until next time, this is Baseball International. See ya.